What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. So Treasure Map Akainu and Fujitora just completed, and now we have all of the 5 Blitz Battle Islands. And in this video today, we are going to be going ahead and going through every single one of these islands. I only have one team for you guys for each of these islands, but of course we're going to be breaking down the islands so you know what to expect heading into it. Also, you can go ahead and check the notice board over on the world map to give you a little bit of an idea as to some of the characters that are actually boosted for this event. You want to be running some of these characters on this list, predominantly characters that are the summer units that are available on the Fortnights and in the Rare Recruit, but there are some legends that are boosted as well. You got all the Shirahoshi legends, you've got the Shirahoshi Man-Sherry, you got the 6+ Nami and Boa. There's lots of characters available here that are boosted, that give you extra stats and additional points and stuff for the event, so make sure to check that notice board for more information relating to the boosted units. Also check out my other video that I made relating to the website and the available rewards that are available for this upcoming Blitz battle with all of the summer characters. But yeah, as I said, we're going to be having a team against Nami, Robin, Vivi, Hancock, and also Carrot. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the Blitz battle. So for this video, we're going to be going from left to right on Extra Island. So we're going to start off with the Nami fight. So what you have to know about Nami is that on stage 3, you'll have to fight basically either one of the characters as the miniature boss. So on stage 3, Nami is a quick unit and has 3.2 million HP, and her preemptive attack applies 5 turns of a Rainbow Shield % damage reduction. So this is where Vivi and Rebecca are very useful, as you can use their special ability to remove that. Also, your crew slots will be changed into either block orbs or empty orbs. So 6+ Shirahoshi is really nice. As a sailor ability at the start of the fight, you can have her sailor give you a full board of rainbow orbs, and you can serve those slots for stage 3, so you can make sure your characters have some beneficial slots. On stage 5, you will encounter the final boss, and she has 8.8 million HP, and her preemptive will special bind only your captains for 2 turns, and she applies also 3 turns of resilience. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't find any boosted units that got rid of resilience or did end of turn damage or applied poison, so Colosseum Kid was like the next best thing. Because of his potential abilities, he's basically always ready at the start of the fight, so you don't have to stall for his specials or anything. So you can use that, and below 20%, she gives you 20 turns of paralysis, so don't get her below 20%, and after the first turn and then every second turn after that, she'll keep paralyzing your crew, but essentially you want to make sure that you can take her down on turn 1. Moving on now to the next boss fight is going to be against Nico Robin. Nico Robin on stage 3, once again, you'll have to fight her as a miniature boss, 3.2 million HP. Her preemptive attack on stage 3 is that all of your crewmates will be special rewinded for 1 turn. So very, very annoying, which is why I'm using Karasu. Though, to be honest, now that I'm looking at it, I actually didn't really need to bring Karasu. I could have definitely replaced him with another point booster on my team. And another thing that I just kind of realized while playing through it is with this team, the Perona that you see on this team is not boosted, but the main reason why I'm bringing her is because we can apply the support legend Zoro to the Perona, because on the final boss stage on stage 5, you're going to be given a 5-turn 1.1 chain lock. So if you have multiple turn chain lock on stage 4 and carry that into the boss room, you can completely avoid that. But if you use Shirahoshi Man-Sherry special, you can remove the chain lock anyway. But anyways, back on stage 3, your orbs will be changed into either Dex, Psi, or Bomb orbs. So make sure to have some sort of way to get some beneficial slots. Obviously, Sabo and Koala are ridiculously good here, as you can switch into Koala, giving her a beneficial beneficial slot, and you get the color affinity to your Free Spirit and Cerebral characters. And a lot of the characters that are boosted in this event are going to be Free Spirit and Cerebral characters, mainly Cerebral, which is really good for Sabo and Koala, them being boosted on the event as well. The final boss fight, as we said, you get given 5 turns of Chainlock, but if you use a Chainlock prior to the boss room, you can get around that. Another character you could use would be like Raid Boa Hancock. She's not boosted in this event, but she's really nice for getting around Chainlock. Also, 2 turns of Rainbow Shield is applied to the enemy side of the field, so once again, Vivi and Rebecca are perfect for removing that. And once again, this Robin does have 8.8 million HP, and every single turn she will apply, or like once every 2 turns, something like that, she applies 1 turn of damage threshold. So yeah, again, you just want to make sure you can take her down within the first turn of regular attacks. So the next boss is going to be against Vivi. Now, in my personal opinion, I do think that Vivi is the most difficult of each of these summer islands. I'd say all of them do have their own difficulties in every way, but in terms of running point booster characters as well as being able to beat it, I feel like this is definitely the most tricky, as there is 5 turns of paralysis on stage 3 and then 5 turns of special bind on stage 5. So this is why we're bringing the time skip Nami to remove the special bind on the final stage, and she also has a really good sailor ability that resists 1 turn of paralysis on our entire team. So that means that on stage 3, when we do get 5 turn paralysis, it will only be for 4 turns. I'm also using the Int Summer Vivi that I pulled a very long time ago to remove 3 turns of the paralysis, so that means that we only have to stall 1 turn, and the more turns you stall on this stage, the more difficult it will be to complete, as every turn or every couple of turns she will recover her HP by like 500,000, so you want to make sure that you can actually like deal some pretty good serious damage. This is really good here with the double Manchuri captains being type advantage, and then every single turn we can use the swap ability of Sabo and Koala to apply a 1.5 times color affinity. So yeah, honestly, I do think that like all of these summer islands are pretty difficult in their own right. And I would say that if you can't beat them with a lot of boosted units, I probably would suggest to run the lower difficulties with a lot of boosted units, just to try and increase the amount of drops and overall points to help you rank up better in this Blitz battle. That's what I would suggest anyway. But moving on to the final boss stage, which is stage 5 against Vivi once again. The characters do have the same HP thresholds of 3.2 million on stage 3 and 8.8 million on stage 5. With this stage here on the final boss stage, she applies the 5 turns of special bind like we said. Once again, 2 turns of chainlock, which if you have Shirahoshi Manchuri, you can avoid that anyway, even though I did use Perona with the Zora support in this situation, but you can definitely go ahead and use their special ability Shirahoshi Manchuri to remove that chainlock. And also all of your crew slots will be changed into either Psi or Int. So if you have a bunch of Int characters or a bunch of Psi characters and you have Sabo and Koala, you can use their special to make the positive orbs into matching orbs. So there are some ways around it depending on your team composition, but because Vivi is an Int character, you predominantly want to be bringing Psi characters to get the most type advantage that you possibly can. And another thing as well is if you don't KO Vivi on turn 1, she recovers 1.2 million HP, and below 20%, she recovers 2 million HP per turn. So she becomes very, very difficult to beat if you don't KO her on the first turn of attacks. Now, I think a lot of people will actually struggle with the Boa Hancock stage, because the thing about this stage that is kind of annoying is it's very much built to be beaten by double Vivi and Rebecca. Yes, you can still get away with utilizing one Vivi Rebecca as your friend captain, but this stage is so much easier with double Vivi and Rebecca, as on stage 3, once again, 3.2 million HP, her preemptive attack applies 5 turns of blue shield defense up, which Vivi and Rebecca are able to completely remove. And another thing is that when you kill the Hancock on stage 3, she applies 5 turns of a negative chainlock to your crew. So what you can do is if you use the switch ability of Vivi and Rebecca before you kill this Hancock, because you already have a chainlock, she can't apply one to your team. So yeah, this specific stage is definitely built for Vivi and Rebecca. On stage 5, once again, you'll have Boa Hancock with 8.8 million HP. Now, instead of 5 turns of blue shield, she has 5 turns of rainbow shield on stage 5, which once again, Vivi and Rebecca special is able to completely remove. Also, 5 turns of attack down is inflicted to your team, which is why I have the limited rare recruit Toadskii on this team. Her special not only gives a pretty decent chain lock if we don't use the switch ability, but it also removes that attack down. Also, your crew slots are changed into bomb slots, and if you use a special ability to change your orbs, she changes them back to bomb. So you can definitely use 6+ Shirahoshi to give you a full board of rainbow orbs, and you don't have to worry. But I'm using the Summer Baby 5 to allow us to get the ability to make the bomb orbs beneficial, which is really, really nice to have. But, you know, obviously if you have double Vivi and Rebecca, this stage is really not a problem in any way, shape, or form. If you don't have double Vivi and Rebecca, it's definitely going to be a lot more challenging for your teams. Now, the final of these islands is going to be against Carrot. Carrot is a little bit different from each of the other islands that we've done previously. So, Carrot on stage 3 has 3.2 million HP, and her preemptive will give you 2 turns of slot bind to your teams, and she'll despair you for 5 turns. So, with Sockets, it's only a 2-turn despair. And every single turn, or every second turn, she's going to apply more slot bind to your team. So, of course, you want to make sure you can take her down as quick as possible. Now, on stage 5, she only has 4.5 million HP, which all the other bosses had 8.8 million HP. So, a little bit different. The thing here is her preemptive attack will give you increased damage taken on stage 5. And for 5 turns, quick slots will be counted as badly matching. So, of course, you want to be bringing quick units to deal type advantage against the strength Carrot. But with quick orbs counted as not beneficial, it makes it a little bit more challenging, that is for sure. Now, the thing about it is Carrot on stage 5, when you KO her, she will revive to 1.125 million HP, and she does 20,000 damage to your team. The thing here is because she applied the preemptive of increased damage taken, that 20,000 damage gets amplified up to like 40,000 or something like that. It gets amplified by a very significant margin. So either you have to have a team like that utilizes Legend Robin to tank the damage, or some other damage reducing ability, or making sure that you have enough HP to tank like a 40,000 death hit. So that's very, very important. With this team that we have here, I don't know if it's the most optimal team ever, but it's very, very fast with clearing it. We do have enough HP, especially with the Blackbeard ship applied on top of that, to tank the death damage from Carrot. And that's pretty much it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the breakdowns of each of these islands relating to the Blitz Battle Summer Paradise. If you guys enjoyed this video today, make sure to hit the like button, and if you want to stay up to date with all of the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I will see you guys within the next video.